Well, so a class is a blueprint of an object. Yeah, so this is the annotation of a class. So this is how we write a class. You have the class, then you have the class name. So you can have a class, then you maybe call it, you can call it, um, you can say maybe smart device, where smart starts with a small letter and device is capital letter. So that is called camel casing. Camel casing means the first letter starts with small and the following letter start with a what? A capital letter. Well, inside the class body, you can now write the code that will do a certain action. And well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. A class basically is a blueprint of an object. Okay, it's a blueprint of an object. And I said a blueprint is like a plan. When you're building a house, you must have a plan. So it means that for you to build an object, you must have a class, which makes you to build that object faster and efficiently. Did you get that answer? You can unmute and say if you got the answer. It is a blueprint of an object. Good, nice, Clinton. That's great. Well, so now when as you will be advancing, we learned about functions. And now if you have a class, whenever now you'll be writing the functions inside the class, they'll now be called what is known as methods. They will be called what? Methods. And that is what we are now going to look at next. Then there's something known as an instance of a class. So what is an instance of a class? We'll also look at that. So for example, I told you if you have a class called smart device, you can see here. Then inside the body, we have the opening curly brace and the closing curly brace. Inside this body, you can write something. You can write something. That is the code that will do perform a particular action. Are we together? Yes. So there's something called an instance of a class. Okay? An instance of a class. So let's say like you want to have a copy. You want to have something that now is more detailed. It is part of the class, but now it does something more detailed. Like you have a smart device, and under smart devices, you can have a smart TV, you can have a smartphone, you can have a smartwatch. Are we together? So that is what we are referring as an instance of a class. So as you learned, a class is a blueprint for an object. The Kotlin runtime uses the class or blueprint to create an object of that particular type. With the smart device class, you have a blueprint of what a smart device is. Okay? Are you together? To have an actual smart device in your program, you need to create a smart device object instance. Okay? So you have to have something specific. Is it going to be a smart TV? Is it going to be a smart watch? Is it going to be a smartphone? The instantiation syntax starts with a class name, okay, followed by a set of parentheses, as you can see in the diagram. So you'll have the class name, and then you have the parentheses. So if you have ever heard of instantiation, so this is how we do it. I told you we have two things that we use in, two keywords that we use in Kotlin. We have what is known as var and we have also it's known as val. Can someone tell me where do we use var and where do we use val? I want to choose somebody. Probably, let me, who do I choose? Elvis, can you tell us the difference between val and var? Elvis, please, you can unmute and tell us the difference between var and val. Ochieng Elvis. Ochieng Elvis. Clinton, unaweza msaidia. We can help him. You can help him. Well, that's a good trial. So basically, when we talk about val, we are talking about something that you cannot change. It means that it is immutable. But when you're talking about var, it is something that you can change. So whenever you write the name of a class, or an instance, and you give it val, it means that it will not change. You cannot give it any other instance. But when you put var, var means it will change. So for this case, it is always recommended to use val so that your program will not develop errors in the future. So we can go to our nice. I love your, that's great. I'm very impressed with your contribution. So I will go to Kotlin Playground. And how do you go to Kotlin Playground? I told you just type in a new tab, Kotlin Playground. Yes, Clinton, that is great. Bill Clinton, that's exactly what I was looking for. Well, so let's just start a new program. Let's say that it is empty. And I told you that your program must always have a main function. So you can always delete what is in the middle there. Then we go back to our Android developers platform. So this we have an example here. Now I was saying, as you learned, a class is a blueprint for an object. The Kotlin runtime uses the class or blueprint to create an object of that particular type. With the smart device class, you have a blueprint of what a smart device is. Okay. Well, to have an actual smart device in your program, you need to create a smart device object instance. And how are we going to do that? The instantiation syntax with the class name followed by a set of parentheses, as you can see in this diagram. So I told you, you have class name, then parentheses, and you use this val. So you say val, you can maybe say smart TV equals to smart device. And that one is inside the main function. So when you come to your Kotlin Playground, you have your main function, fun, main, then open your curly brace. Open your curly brace. So inside here, I hope you can see can you see? Or I zoom? Let me zoom a little. Yeah, good. So that is where we run our code. So inside here, we have our main function. And this, in our main function, we want to create what is known as a what? A class. We want to instantiate a class. So we'll just go back to our Android developer platform, copy this. Val smart device equals to smart. Smart TV device equals to smart device. So where is the instance? Where is our instance? Andrew, what is our instance in this case between smart TV and smart device? Where is the instance and where is the class? Is Beverly in the call? Beverly, are you in the call? Yes. Say something. A good trial. That's a good trial. Mm. Sarah, where is our instance and where is our?
Okay, Amin.
Yes, Beverly, say something. Hello, we are waiting for you. So in this case, smart TV device is our instance, and smart device is our class. So you are instantiating. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's good. I like your attentiveness. What do you mean?